Hello, the audience, and welcome to another episode of The Spit Take. My name is Jack O'Brien. I am the editor-in-chief of Cracked, and today we're listening to Sanctified, on which Betty Wright sings about being born again, and Rick Ross calls himself the fresh David Koresh. And speaking of shit that was way less hilarious in the 90s, today's episode is about... Deny it all you want, record sales prove that a startlingly high percentage of you guys bought Limp Bizkit's $3 bill, y'all. And while you probably already feel pretty shitty about that fact, it turns out not shitty enough. You expect Fred Durst to be bad at guitar. Those are designed to make music, and he was designed to destroy it. But he's not just bad. He sucks in a way that mathematically eliminates him from the possibility of even being good at Guitar Hero. He sucks in a way that defies explanation and mocks our faith in cause and effect. Seriously, think about the chain of events that had to take place for this to be possible. First, he had to tumble ass over tea kettle through a successful music career without picking up even a functional understanding of, one, how guitars work, and two, how it's possible that people are just good at things. Finding out you're terrible at a thing on stage at a stadium full of paying fans is a twist life shouldn't be able to pull on someone without a carefully orchestrated 9/11 was an inside job level conspiracy.
Shag my friends tonight!
In case you're wondering what he screams in a panic there at the end, that was, "Shag my friends tonight!" The performance began with Fred speaking wistfully about an English girl he met who he's hoping will shag one of his friends if he plays her a pretty song.
I met a girl the day before the show, an English girl, and I told her I'd sing a song to her right now. Hopefully she'll shag one of my friends after the show.
If anything could possibly age worse than his music and make that guitar solo look good by comparison, a date-rapey Austin Powers reference is probably the best you can theoretically do. Ozzy Osbourne is an icon of heavy metal, excess, and decadent counterculture. In less media-polished words, a man in his 60s beginning to show the signs of doing 4 decades of drugs science hasn't invented a name for. Ozzy was never an opera singer, but he at least knew what neighborhood the correct key of his songs lived in and would drive past it, screaming through a fog of hallucinations into whatever was in front of his face, be it a microphone, a stray cat, or a San Antonio sheriff's deputy. Is he jazzercising? Those are the original members of Van Halen performing their biggest hit, Jump, at a reunion show back in 2007. Totally oblivious to the fact that at least one of their instruments sounds like a fax machine being tortured to death. You have to admire the way Eddie tries to lean into the tailspin. The more his guitar sounds like R2-D2 being fed to a garbage disposal, the more he pretends he's really feeling the song, hitting the choreographed jumps with the chorus and looking out into the audience with his trademarks, "I am blowing your f***ing mind" face. It's not until the end of the song that it becomes clear what's going on here. Van Halen's entire career has been a 4 decades long prank leading up to this performance, which is the cruel reveal. Yep, that's David Lee Roth humping a giant inflatable microphone. This is the work of a prop department that deeply hates the band that they work for. I mean, that's what you put in a pool at a 7-year-old's birthday party because you think you remember them saying they want to be a rock singer once, and you're the sort of parent who doesn't pay much attention to your kids in this metaphor. His body language doesn't do much to dispel the image that you're watching a 50-year-old who is accustomed to being treated like a 7-year-old. Everything he does screams, "Wee, it's a pony and I'm a cowgirl." And also, "F you for ever having thought we were cool, suckers. Ha ha ha, I had sex with half your wives." When I was 7, my mom caught me watching the Paradise City video, and she turned to my older sister and said, "Well, you've ruined your brother. I hope you're happy." Maybe it was the way the part at the end where everything just goes f***ing insane made my pupils dilate out of my retinas, or the way I just lit the couch on fire. That's the sort of thing parents aren't supposed to actually worry about unless they're the cliched uptight parents from TV ads for extreme Nerf products. The idea that he would ever be less cool than either of my parents had ever been at any point in their long, devoutly uncool, straightforward parenting careers was completely unfathomable to me. And still is. And yet, this. It's like whatever instinct he was using to invent what was cool in the 80s got flipped exactly backwards. The hat and bandana have been replaced by a Carmen Sandiego hat and jeans that probably cost more than the entire Paradise City video. The rampaging energy and weaponized mic stand replaced by these little white guy dancing to rap music sidestep maneuvers he's clearly been practicing in front of a mirror. Now, damn man, maybe practice those breathing exercises singers do so you just never ever make that face again. Now you're trying to hurt me, aren't you? I mean, look, I'm sort of impressed by how exactly wrong all your instincts are at this point on just everything. And on the plus side, you've grown a beard instead of just taping sponge to your face. But we wouldn't have the sweating problem in the first place if you hadn't built your entire look around an electric yellow padding to bear jacket.
Welcome to the jungle. Walk and bring it to.
Well, it's like the old adage goes. It's better to get insanely fat, take 15 years to put out an album, get your hair braided like you're on spring break in Jamaica, and lose a fistfight to a fashion designer than to fade away.
Roll sound, roll cameras, and action.
Hi, thanks for watching that video. If you subscribe to our channel and we get enough subscribers, I'm gonna pop this shirt off. Ladies, you love it. Guys, you're gonna like it too.
I don't sweat it, wipe my forehead with a handkerchief.